Okay, Gavin. It's
Okay.
our third podcast. First
Yeah.
podcast. It's not like we've tried again or something.
Okay, got it.
Okay, so what are we gonna be talking about, Gavin?
We're gonna be talking. Well, we can't talk about what
The new
happened.
Mandalorian episode because we haven't watched it yet.
Yeah. We're gonna watch it though today.
Yes, yes, we are.
So, what are you gonna talk about?
Theories we have. I don't know
No.
theories
I'm gonna have a
about
quick
the
theory.
Mandalorian, obviously.
Can't have theories about that. If you haven't watched the episode. I'm gonna talk about a theory that's very interesting to me. It's not really a theory, kind of more of a what if. I want to talk about what would happen if, like, General Grievous survived, maybe.
Okay.
I feel as if General Grievous did survive, I think he would go into hiding at his base, waiting and waiting, like waiting for ever, like waiting with the Empire, and after Palpatine actually dies in Rise of Skywalker. Then I feel like he would just come out on the screen and try to defeat Rey, knowing and what this is something I think with the Force for being in there so long, learning how to do the Force.
Wait, General
Plus,
Grievous with the Force?
yeah, that's what I would think would happen if he never died. But he died, and someone took his body, used armor, and stuff like that. So, but if he didn't die, that's what I think would
Wait.
happen.
Thank you guys for 110 total views already. We already have 110 total views. It's crazy.
What?
Yeah.
Well, that's nice. So that's my little theory. That it's not really a theory; it's a what if. But if that happened, I feel like he would try to defeat Rey with the Force and with lightsabers. And I think he actually could have won Lance Rey. Because she's still really a noob right now. She's not really. I wouldn't say she was a Jedi yet. I feel like in a few around the time I feel like she's about to be a Jedi. And for all I know, I mean, General Grievous has faced many Jedi, but she's kind of like she may have defeated her grandfather, Palpatine. But I know she's powerful, but what do you think about it? General Grievous might be able to defeat her, for all I know. Considering how wise he is by then. So, like, what's your theory?
Oh, hello, whoever's watching. So my theory is that Rey's dad is actually Emperor Palpatine.
Do you think he's a clone of him, or?
Wait, I'm gonna show my face. Just kidding. But I'm gonna show. But I kind of showed my face.
Kind of. So, like, how do you think that? Do you think he's like a clone?
Yes, a clone, yeah. So, after the Revenge of the Sith, in order to live longer, I think he cloned himself. Like, that's a method he thought would work, but it never worked. He was just an eternal Sith. So, he obviously never died, but I think he wanted to live longer, so he cloned himself, but then just, like, raised that clone as his son, and then just, like, gave him away, let him on his own. So I actually think if Rey's dad didn't die, he would look like Palpatine when he was older.
I don't really think that would do I don't think he would actually raise him. That wouldn't really make sense. Like Palpatine, if Palpatine were to raise a son, this is how he would raise him. He would constantly shock him with lightning, and if he didn't have Force powers, he would shock him more.
I know, right? What's another theory? Oh yeah, Luke Skywalker, he's definitely coming to the Mandalorian. Like, there's no question about that.
You can't make a theory of something you don't know.
Well, I think I'm positive.
You know, most of the people watching are gonna say, Oh, we already watched it. We know he's gonna be in there, or we know he's not in there.
Well, like, if I read the description of the new Mandalorian episode correctly, Luke Skywalker's not in there. So, but I do think he's gonna come later in the episode.
This is something I think will happen. Probably won't. Is that Rey meets Ahsoka, and she's actually in the sequel, and like Ahsoka is like gonna tell her all about Luke Skywalker and Anakin, because in the last scene of in the Rise of Skywalker, where of all the Jedi talking to her, one of the Jedi is Ahsoka, but Dave Filoni said this: just because she was talking to Rey does not mean she's dead, which is a common hint that probably means she's still alive by then. She's probably old, but she's still alive by then.
Yeah.
It's probably not going to happen in the sequels. It might happen in a show, I don't know, but probably not the sequels.
Okay, so I have a few shows that I think they're gonna make. So they're obviously gonna make the Ahsoka show. We know that. They're gonna make the Bad Batch show and the Obi-Wan show. But
possibly about that.
What about Lando? Lando Calrissian.
Oh, yeah. Because we have some stories to fill in. Like, how did Lando manage to survive after the Empire, then go back in the Rise of Skywalker?
Yeah. So I think
I thought they used the same actor.
Wait.
From that movie to that movie.
Oh my gosh, Lando is a confirmed series coming to Disney Plus.
Oh, that's it. What?
Yeah, it came out one day ago. Then a show called Andor. 2022.
Yeah, that's probably gonna be about Ewoks and stuff like that. For all I know, they could throw in some stormtroopers and some Ewoks, like Ewok on Star Wars Battlefront 2. Yeah! Just randomly killing stormtroopers everywhere they go.
Yeah.
So this is something I think. I feel like the Ewoks were more brutal than the Empire. I mean, not to each other, but once you see Ewoks going against stormtroopers, they're poking them. They're killing them. And this is Star Wars Battlefront 2. They're like throwing weird firefly things at them to kill them and slowly murder them. They're pretty brutal.
They're not pretty brutal. They are brutal.
Yeah.
I feel like they should make a show about Ewoks.
Yeah.
Like, we saw that they're, like, obviously Ewoks, but, like, we didn't really see what they did on their free time.
Yeah, maybe they just, maybe if they just watch and wait till someone comes there and then just throw spears at them. For all I know. Or they could, like, maybe they could make another tree house in their hut in their free time. Try to make bigger defenses. If this is after the Empire, of course. Like, if it's after the Empire, they probably would make a lot more defenses, initially knowing that there's enemies. And I have something that is pretty weird. So you know how Anakin was the chosen one, right? Well, technically, he was technically chosen one, and he did get rid of Emperor Palpatine, but he's technically not the chosen one because they said he would destroy all the rest of the Sith and all evil. Well, guess what? Again, Emperor Palpatine's back. Rey defeats him. they're obviously going to make more movies because this thing is going to go on and on. And they can't just keep making shows. That's what Disney Plus's plan is, though. Show. They're stealing all the series. They're going to do the same for Marvel, too. It's going to make a bunch of shows. Look at that.
This is not Marvel theory, though. This is Star Wars. This is Star Wars Cousins. Not Marvel Cousins.
Yeah. I feel like it's really weird that they keep adding a new person to be the main character and then having another person be the villain. For some reason, all of the main, most powerful villains that have been the sequel have been usually someone's family member, except in the first three, Attack of the Clones, Phantom Menace, and Revenge of the Sith. But after that, they pretty much just make someone related the main guy, basically. Sometimes. Yeah.
Yeah.
So what do you think will happen next? Like in the sequels or in the shows?
Okay, so I wonder what the next movies are gonna be. A new trilogy, that's for sure.
What I want is a Star Wars
saga.
Yeah, I want a Star Wars story based off of the Clone Wars. I want a Star Wars a Star Wars story based off the Clone Wars where they do this. I want them to have like 2 Jedi or 2 younglings that survive there and they start growing up outside the Empire and they're faced with the person who trained them who is now an Inquisitor. That's what I want to see.
Yeah. Well, I feel like we've already had so many clone stuff. I feel like they should do a new saga on new characters.
Yeah. I think they'll do something like that. And they're probably going to be like, and they're probably going to make the series. I feel like they're going to it'll be like this. When I'm about 25, my wife is telling me, oh my god, look at the 25th Star Wars movie is out. Let's go watch it.
I know, right?
It's probably going to be something like that. Where there's going to be like over 1 million movies.
Here, I'm going to share my screen on the new Lando movie.
Lando. You're going to make a Lando movie? I thought you were a show.
Sorry guys. That was my sister. Okay. Okay, there, this one.
Very nice. Blank.
Okay. I'm sharing it right now.
So while he's trying to figure that out, let's talk about Dark Sidious. And I've talked about this in a few videos.
Look, that's what the image I saw.
Yeah. I think there's gonna be a Boba Fett series too.
I don't know. But here, let's look it up. Boba. Okay, so there's no confirmation about the Boba Fett series, but I don't know. Maybe he will.
Yeah, probably. Some people thought they were gonna make a movie, and they said and then people thought they were gonna make a series, and they didn't. I feel like they're not really gonna make a Star Wars movie on Disney Plus because they don't want to. They're sticking to the shows where they can make a long range series and have a cliffhanger at the end. And if they had a cliffhanger on the movie, they would probably be like, "Oh, we have to make another movie." But they could just not put a cliffhanger. But then it wouldn't be as a good movie in Star Wars. There's always has to be a cliffhanger in Star Wars. Like
But
how
I
Ray.
really think okay, these are two shows that I'm pretty sure, or this is what the Ahsoka show logo is gonna look like.
You're pretty sure. I
Well,
think
this is what it's gonna look like. Okay, let me show you.
possibly they
Not
may change it.
possibly.
They can change it
Yeah,
whenever
they
they
can.
want.
They can. They can.
So Ahsoka is probably.
That's what they think it's gonna look like.
Oh, that would be a pretty good thing. Ahsoka is one I feel like the most famed one of the most famed characters. So everyone likes.
Famous
Yeah,
fame.
and I feel like they would. Yeah, I feel like they would have to make a show about her. They would almost have 100%. I guess Star Wars: The Clone Wars was pretty much a show about her. I don't know if they'll make a live action show about her. And since we're Star Wars cousins, I'm gonna make a theory about a video game that they could make.
They should make an Ahsoka video game. Or a
I agree
Boba
with that.
Fett video game. Or
Oh,
a
they made one of
Mandalorian
those.
video game.
They made a Jango Fett video game. And they made a Mandalorian video game. But they're really bad. And they're really old.
A Mandalorian video game?
Yeah, they made one.
I don't think they actually made one. I think it was just a mod.
Oh no, it's not a mod. It's a really old game. You play as Jango Fett.
Well, yeah, that's a Jango Fett game, not a Mandalorian game. I'm talking about the 2020 Mandalorian.
Oh, you mean can never remember his name. His name starts with a D. I know his last name's Jaren. His first
Don
name.
Jaren.
I think that's actually his name. Nah, probably not. But nobody actually says his real name. They say the Mandalorian now. Nobody cares about his actual name.
Yeah, I know.
Or even calls him his actual name of notes. I don't know one character in that series that actually calls him that. Like they're all like Mando.
Okay, guys, say if you Gavin, should we do a face reveal on this live stream? No one's watching.
Nope.
It's kind of sad.
Yeah, that's pretty sad.
Well, we could turn our cameras on. No one's watching.
Yeah, but then we'll be. Yeah, it's not just gonna be live though. People can watch it later on.
No, they can't.
Really?
Uh-huh.
Oh, well, this is sad. Might as well stop the live thing. Might as well stop it, Luke.
Yeah. Oh, okay. Well, guys, thank you for watching the live stream podcast, our first episode, and hopefully you liked it. So, yeah.
The one person who watched. Bye.
That was me, actually. I was the one person that watched. Gavin, turn your camera on.
That was sad, Luke. That's sad.
Turn the phone sideways.
Oh, dang it. I have a thing where it's only on. Can't switch sides.
Okay, there we go.
Okay. Well, that was sad.
Okay.